down and trade your cards. Come to play some games and maybe pull the Charizard. A place to make some friends. I hope it never ends. Card Party.
Find at the show that no matter what, you're gonna bring the energy. What will you trade? What games do you play? What's inside is gonna be a mystery, but you won't regret what you collect at CARDPARTY. What's that spell? Card party, card party, card party. Card party, card party, card party, card party, card party. Come on down, it's the top of the town. Everybody comes and stays up late. Show me what you got, you better take your shot. I need that card, would you be open to trade? You won't regret the cards you get. CARDPARTY. Because card party, 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 card party. Card party, 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 card party. CARDPARTY.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Card Party YouTube channel, and we are 219 days away from Card Party San Diego, but we're not here to talk about that today. No, I am here today with one of my favorite co-hosts from the live stream during Card Party weekend. I'm here with the one and only Powder TCG, also known to some of you, if you were in the live stream that weekend, as Trader TCG, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But Powder, I miss you so much already. How you doing today, my friend?
I'm good. But bro, forget Trader TCG. It's more like Winner TCG. Winner TCG. That's what it is.
Yeah. And I guess I'm 026 loser. Loser?
Yeah.
Just loser.
Luzo.
just loser.
Luzo.
Yeah, Luzo. There we go. But there's so much to talk about from Seattle. There's so much that happened on the live streams, from amazing cards that were pulled for the people, so many topics that we talked about, so many things that you and Scott did out on the floor. What are some of your highlights from that weekend that you want to talk about tonight?
I mean, it's the people, man. The people were like the best part of it all. Like, it's always the people that, like, I can't be doing things like Card Party without, like, you know, the supporters. Whether they even support me or not, like, that's what Card Party is all about. It's us gathering for all of you supporters.
Absolutely. And I've said it to people over the weekend where they're saying thank you to me for doing what we do, but in reality, just like you said, we should be thanking them, because if it wasn't for their support, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing with Card Party or any of the other events that we're invited to go to or even asked to go to. So again, thank you all, everyone in the live chat right now. We have Package Total, Poke Hobby, Savvy, Echo, Terry T, Inhuman Banana. I don't think that's right. Charlie, Daniel, and if you guys don't recognize the Daniel in the chat, Daniel Chi, he is very important to the Card Party live stream that happened during the weekend.
Yeah.
He was the man behind the computer. So everyone say thank you, Daniel, and the Ecamm team. We could not have done it without them. They went from one event, and I believe they said Boston, maybe? Daniel can tell me if I'm wrong on that, but essentially they were on the other side of the country, and then they came flying straight to Card Party Thursday night. Got to Seattle, got some food, went to the hotel, checked in, and then in the morning they were setting up Friday for you guys to enjoy Card Party if you guys weren't able to make it. So Daniel, thank you so much, and the rest of the Ecamm team. We couldn't have done it without you guys. You guys are amazing. But we're going to talk about Friday, since that is technically the first day of Card Party if you bought a 3-day pass, a VIP, or a Golden Elite Pass. Powder, what was your favorite part of Card Party on Friday?
Okay, so Friday is always such a different day because it's like things are getting moving, but they're not like completely there. But my favorite part about Friday is always like seeing the venue, like for the first time, walking in, getting my bearings, understanding where things are, seeing the people, saying hello to vendors I know, saying hello to creators I know. So that's like my favorite part about Friday. But then obviously, during the main show, I got to go on stage. I got to play some games, which is awesome because it's like I'm getting to do that in front of people that are, people that have been watching me or watching my friends, and that means the world, you know. So that was my favorite part about Friday. Probably the main show.
Yeah, the main show was fantastic. We participated in trivia that weekend, and you and I are on separate teams this year. And that's where Trader TCG comes on. But I was on teams with Finn Doodles, Poca Beach, Professor Metri, and I'm drawing a blank on my fifth guy.
Oh, Beach was on my team. Poca Beach was my team.
Poca Beach was my team. He was Sapphire. He was Sapphire.
No, he was on my side.
Was he?
Yes,
there's pictures somewhere.
Me, Scott, Poca Beach. Who else was there? It was me, Scott, Poke Beach. I don't remember who else, but Poke Beach was on my team, 100%. I'm 100%.
I'm 100% that he wasn't. I'm 100% he was Sapphire.
Let's put it down right now. Let's put something down on this right now.
Okay, what do you want to put down?
I don't know. What do you have to put down?
I'm not doing hair versus hair. I already lost that because of you.
I don't know I don't know. Poke Beach was on my team.
We'll figure it out.
I know it was.
No, he wasn't. Can't wait for the next Card Party. Says Collector with a $100 super chat and Professor Metri with the $5 super chat. I ain't never seen two pretty best friends until today. Hope you handsome fellas have a fun stream. I can't wait to see my BFFs again. Card Party for life. Is what he says.
Love it. Love it.
Love it. Professor Metri, we will talk about him in a second because he's new. He was a first-time creator this year and part of the Instagram team for Card Party. So that was exciting for him. But back to the trivia. My team, I think that was the only game my team won that night was the trivia, and it was thanks to Finn 100% with some of her bonus questions. And I'm pretty sure Beach got a few of them right too because he was on my team. Like I'm gonna have to look it up now just to prove you wrong.
Are you talking about the main stage?
Yeah, the main stage. The trivia, I think Sapphire was the only one we won that night of the mini games.
I'm telling you.
No. All right, hold on. Dan, if you're in the chat, can you pull up?
We have to find out. Can you
pull up what team Poca Beach was on? Because I'm 100% he's with me this year.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm so confident.
No.
I will. Not. What do I want to put on the line? I'm so confident. I don't have anything on me right meow.
I'll send you tape. I'll send you Scotch tape. I will send you Scotch tape. Scotch tape.
Can you have Scott sign it for me?
Yeah, I will. I'll actually have him sign it.
Poca Beach was on Ruby. Says Ian with Ian. Who am I thinking of then?
This is what I'm talking about. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about, man.
He doesn't know. Man,
Dude,
but
this guy
Pokebeach-
loses. You guys should be listening to the winner. The winner knows what he's talking about.
By 5 points. I'm so mad. I'm still salty about it. But we had a great time. We did trivia against each other. You got some right, I got some right, and that's all that matters is we got some right. We made points for our team.
This dude said, "Oh, we won." No, you didn't.
Pokebeach was Ruby. I have a pick. Javi says Ruby. Chris Pie, Ruby. God, you guys are all putting me on blast tonight. Thought you were all my friends. I'm unsubscribing from all of you. Ian, you thought you had 8,000? No. Now you have 7,999.
Team Gonzo for life. Team Gonzo.
Thank
for
you,
life.
Nico. I need that. What it do, says Doc Rock. Speaking of
Doc,
the
what's
ECAM,
good, Doc? How are you?
Doc gave everyone nicknames over the weekend. That was fun. Then what else happened on the live stream Friday night? They played some Family Feud again. Do you want to participate in the Family Feud next time?
I mean, I'll participate in anything. Like it was fun. All of it was fun. It's just sometimes I'm like, what do you guys? There's no way you didn't get this. Like sometimes I'm like sitting in the crowd, angry. I'm physically shaking because I'm like, how are you saying the things that you're saying, people?
And
why
I
are
can't
you
confirm
saying
that because you have literally shaken me during some of these incidences where you're just like, why are you guys getting these wrong? They're so obvious. Like, I think we both turned around at one point when someone in the audience for one of the questions was, name a Pokemon you could easily throw. And someone said Geodude, and both of us were like, hold on, get that guy out of here. Geodude is a massive boulder.
Yeah.
Team Louis says Gonzo is bae.
I'm a nice guy, though. I'm a nice guy. I won't tell it to your face. Unless you're Gonzo. I'll be like, Gonzo, you sucked up there. You sucked.
Yes.
You sucked.
But that's because we're real friends. We can say that to each other. I asked Gonzo to send my Badoo, have him a black Sharpie to sign it with, and didn't get it back. Gonzo stole my Sharpie. I will give you 3 Sharpies in return at the next card party.
I want you to understand.
Sharpies happening. Those go missing a lot.
As a content creator at card party, Sharpies are like the biggest. Like they are for me. Forget the most expensive Pokemon cards I have. The most valuable thing I have in my hand is a Sharpie.
Nothing else. I got to card party 3 with 6 black Sharpies and 3 silver Sharpies. I left with 3 black Sharpies and 0 silver Sharpies. Yeah. So Charizard 93, I do apologize. Sharpies, they just end up missing due to all the confusion. But I'll make sure I get you some Sharpies in San Diego.
Dude, yeah, the Sharpie market skyrocketed. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's just one of those things. It's like you really, really like everybody has one or a couple, and then you leave them around, and then you pass them around, and that's also why you should be like bring some hand sanitizer as well, so because because things are going to get handed around. You want to make sure that you're clean, germ free, so you don't get sick. But yeah, it was crazy. My Sharpies went missing like 50,000 times.
Yeah, Ian, Doc Rock says, we had a case of Sharpies in the production tent, black and silver Sharpies, because Raider Nation. Okay, sure. I don't know. I know it's a football thing, but I don't care enough. But I do care about those Sharpies. I'm going to raid them next time. I'll get some for you too, Powder. Ian says, near mint Sharpies too. Once you reach an MP Sharpie, it's done. Yeah, after a couple of autos, you just gotta toss one and switch it out, even though if the ink's good, because you need that tip to be what you.
Yes.
Yeah, the tip. Yeah.
Because you're it's on binders. On a card, it's like whatever, but on a binder, like you really want to have like a kind of a fresh Sharpie. It's not good. The second it loses, it becomes dull.
Fine tip.
Yeah. It becomes dull. Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay. 93 Charizard 93. I'll still make it up to you. I'll get you a Charizard card. One of the a V, because I'm not
Charizard. The most underrated Pokemon of all time.
No, it's not. So you want to talk about it? You want to talk about the merch that you sell that says no more Charizard cards? He sells merch that says no more Charizard cards.
I bought it because I make a bunch of. I sell merch that says more Zard cards. That's what I sell. I sell merch that says more Zard cards.
No one buys it though.
But
no one buys it.
because Gonzo complained, I had to create a no more Zard cards merch because
And that has been bought more.
That is true.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
Which
you're
leads to my
making
point
money.
of Charizard is underrated. It leads to my point of Charizard is underrated. If everybody's hating Charizard, then it doesn't mean it's overrated. Use your brain, people. Okay?
Yeah. The brain. It is important. Just like how Card Party Saturday went, when we were on the live stream, we did so many activities. Britt and I opened the live stream, and shout out to Britt. She was supposed to be on here tonight with us, but unfortunately she hurt herself. So everyone go send some love to Britt Day Cake. She deserves it. She earned it. But she is just, she's incapacitated right now, and hopefully she gets better. But Britt and I opened the live stream, again, powered by Ecamm. Thank you, Doc Rock and Daniel. We had stacks of Pokemon cards to open up Mega Evolution, and we decided that we're going to fill the card with binders and give it away. Fill the binder with cards, that's what I meant to say, and give it away. And we all donated some cards, myself, Britt, Powder, Scott, everyone who came on stage. If they had cards ready, they gave some away. Just because we want to make sure you guys still won something at the end of the day, because we know opening packs isn't always guaranteed something. But that did change when I opened up the first pack of Mega Evolution on the live stream and pulled the Mega Lucario SAR.
Crazy.
And I stole it from Britt's side of the desk, and she was so salty. But at the end of the day, I didn't get to keep it. It had to go away to you guys, and that person already received the binder, so I'm glad they got it.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, they already received the binder. They were like, we got word. The team got word that they got it within like 3 days.
Wow.
So they got it to her fast. What was your favorite card or pack that was opened for that binder?
I don't know. I mean, there was a lot of Hidden Fates. You guys, Britt opened that Sylveon from Hidden Fates. That was like, that was really cool. Because you don't really see like Hidden Fates, like it's expensive, but it's not like in that like it's really, really expensive area yet. But so like getting to see like a big Hidden Fates hit, it was pretty awesome. I really liked that one. Yeah.
Yes. But I think she pulled that while we were all opening up Hidden Fates. You were opening up Steam Siege. Was that? Yeah, that was that moment. What did you pull from Steam Siege again?
Probably nothing, because
you probably pulled absolutely nothing. But I was nice to you. I did end up giving you that Hidden Fates pack, and I think you pulled again nothing.
Nothing
at all. Nothing. Did you pull anything for the people that weekend?
Did I pull?
You donated a lot of great cards to the binder. That's 100%.
I definitely put cards in. I don't think I pulled anything for anybody, but I did put some cards in there. There were a couple cards that I put in there that were like pretty banger. I think it was the 151 Charmander and Charmeleon I threw in there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, because I think you put in the Charmander, and then someone pulled a Charizard, so you had to complete the line, and you threw in the Charmeleon 151.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have Marty S, who said, "Powder traded me an Oinkalone Pokemon Center. Thank you."
I did. I did trade one of those, but I traded 2 of those this weekend. Actually, it's 2 of them. Yeah.
Well, one was to Marty S.
Yeah. Well, shout out Marty. Shout out Marty for that.
Catch 'em all 22 says Powder pulled Steam Siege streamers. Sure. Noibat Shiny wants to know though, where is your 100,000 subscriber gift that Scott, Metri, and Hyper Psychic Cards got you?
I have it sitting somewhere over there. I'm not.
It's already lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to where that card is. I mean, where it is. I like that pack is. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care, but the people care.
Thank you for the gift. We will.
Do you want to tell the people what those
Okay.
fantastic, lovely people got you?
Okay, so I don't. I mean, people know this. People probably know this already. This past weekend, I hit 100,000 subscribers. Not this past weekend. The weekend before at Card Party, I hit 100,000 subscribers, which was a lot of like, that means the world to me. So Scott, Hyper Psychic, and Metri thought it would be funny to get me a graded PSA 10 graded Steam Siege pack, and I was like, this. And they made me cover my eyes and said, hold out my hand. And I knew what it was. The second I felt the slab in my hand, I'm like, oh, great. I know where it is. Because it's a bigger slab than your usual size slab. So I was like, oh, brother, this is going to suck. And yeah, it did. It did suck.
It was absolutely fantastic. That's how we know your friends love you so much. They got you your favorite set of all time in a PSA 10. The unfortunate thing, it wasn't with your favorite Pokemon, Volcanion. But you know who else is in the chat, and someone you got to get kind of touchy-feely with is Charizard. You want to talk about what you guys did? Yeah,
we were doing a tortilla slap challenge. I've been seeing that a lot lately with if you do a pack battle, but the loser, it's not about keeping the cards. It's about loser of the pack battle has to get slapped with the tortilla. And we went on through an entire booster box of Inferno X. So I think we did 15 packs each. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah. To be fair though, Trevi got slapped more than I did. So
he also opened a lot more packs with people.
Yeah. So you know what,
Trevi. I feel bad for Trevi. He wanted me to make some content with him on Sunday after everything was said and done, and we're helping Pat with this meet and greet. And he's like, hey, can you do these questions for me? I'm like, yeah, sure. Thinking I'm ready. I got the energy for it. He asked me the first question and I answered evolutions, the evolutions, and he's like, no. And then at that point I was like, all right, I'm done. I can't mentally think right now. Every answer I gave was an Eevee or an evolution, even if the question was about numbers. So, Trevi, I'm sorry, but I'm sure it's going to make good content. Maybe. Who knows? But what else happened on Saturday that didn't happen on the live stage that you were walking the floor for? What is something that happened with you or fans that really just stuck out?
Saturday my I don't remember if Saturday was my meet and greet or if that was Sunday. When was our meet and greet? Because we had it at the same. Oh, Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
So Saturday there was actually, I was pretty open, but there was a lot of great content creators that weren't even featured creators there. So it was cool meeting up with them. There's there's these two that I absolutely love them. I adore them. Eli Pokerips and Jules Drew. Two awesome content creators. So good chatting with them. On Saturday, I did hit the 100,000. So that was pretty sick. Getting to do that at Card Party was awesome because guys, I don't know how to explain it, but Card Party 1, I sat in the audience. I saw on the stage Nate, Super Duper Danny, Chloe, Dean, all these people up on stage, and I'm sitting in the audience, and I go man, I want to start taking this seriously. And I was at maybe 3,000-4,000 subscribers at that point. Not 3,000-4,000, probably 6,000-7,000. But I'm there, I see it happen, and then 3 years later, right at Card Party, I hit that 100,000 subscriber point, which was crazy. And those people that I was looking up to, seeing at on stage, I got to sit there and interview them on the Ecamm live stage. That was pretty sick. That was amazing to be able to do that. These are people that I looked up to, and now I can say are my friends. So yeah, pretty amazing. It was great stuff. And then just people. So many people walked up to me to say hello, to say that they watched the Daily Pack Challenge, to say don't stop the Daily Pack Challenge, because one of my things was I don't know, I've done it for 3 years, maybe I stop now. But people kept coming up and they're like, dude, you can't stop. So yeah, it was awesome.
Well, at this point, you can't. You just got to change the variation of some sort. But how do you change it after 3 years of already doing it is the question. But I'm sure you can figure something out. You have a great support and team, not even team, but friends that were willing to help brainstorm with you. But I absolutely agree with you. I was also in the crowd at Card Party 1. That's where I met you, Just Joshin, who was also a feature creator for the first time this year. And I met so many others for the first time that I really do consider friends. So Card Party is just a different animal when it comes to interacting with not just creators, but with the audience and mingling all together. I can't thank the people enough to be like, even if they don't watch my content, I'm okay with that, because if they know me from Pat or my own content, it is what it is, and I'm thankful for it. Because if they weren't in the comment section telling Pat and Dan to keep bringing me back, I wouldn't be here as the host for these live streams for the Card Party YouTube channel or for Card Party itself. So again, thank you everybody. And Powder has been a huge historical point for a lot of stuff within my own channel. You were there when Pat raided me and I had to grow out the mullet. And then most recently, you were the judge in a video I did with Pat where I had to cut the mullet off. So thank you. Like, I'm never going to be mad at you. Everything we do is for the bit, for the laughs. So Powder, of course, thank you for being you and being authentic. And I think that's what I love about Card Party is every creator that we've met, we get closer and closer every time we go to a Card Party. And everyone is just so authentic. Real Break and Nate, Marie are so kind. And I don't think anyone that I interact with, because I'll be honest, I haven't interacted with everybody because it's so, like, we're all so busy. Everyone that I've interacted with, I will definitely interact with again. And who knows, in San Diego, there might be an opportunity for others to step up and take feature creator spots, because not everyone can continue to go to every single one because it is expensive to travel and get to places. So that leads me to my next question. Powder, are you going to San Diego Card Party?
Yeah, that's the plan. The plan is to go to San Diego Card Party. The plan is to go to every Card Party if I can.
Every card party, yeah.
Because it's we talk about, like, I go to all sorts of card shows, left and right. I go to local shows. I travel for shows. But there's a different vibe here, because I feel like there is a level of like, the people there at Card Party are there to see you, and it feels really, really good. And it's motivating. It's really motivating to be around that, as well as be around content creators that are making content, while also being around supporters of your content, because it goes to show, like, like, I was motivated my first Card Party, and then I said, hey, I'm going to try this. So, and really, like, put my head down and go from there. And here I am, I was walking around, I was having so much fun. And I think there's so much to take away from these Card Parties from a content creator aspect, but also from just taking it in, understanding who the hobby itself, understanding the hobby, what are people collecting, who's collecting what. And it's different than your card shows, because a lot of the things, it's very family based. A lot more families are here. It's so different. I love it though. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And to go and expand on to what you're talking about, it's made for feature creators, not just feature creators, but creators aspiring to be where we are, or even for people who haven't started a channel yet and they want to, because Dan and Pat hosted multiple panels throughout the weekend talking about video content, storytelling, and even you were part of one of those panels this year with Alex and Dan. I unfortunately couldn't make that panel in the audience because I was live streaming, but please break it down for the people on what you guys talked about, because it's about growth of a channel.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say, like, huge thank you to Dan for allowing me to be a part of that. That was like, it was just, it was cool to be able to do something like that, because it was my hard work that I've put in for years, and just being given that opportunity, it was a little bit of a realization that, you know, I have worked hard for something like this. And Dan, the way it starts is Dan does a talk about the storytelling of Deep Pocket Monster content, and it goes from, you know, the start, the idea, and all the way to the end of it, and thumbnails, and even how to talk about sponsorships, and how to storyboard, and how to tell a story, what you should say. It's really cool. And then he opens it up to the audience, but the audience for a Q&A, I think usually Pat comes up, Alex comes up, and then I was also offered that a seat at the table, you could say, to answer some questions. And it was really cool, because it was a lot of people asking a lot of different types of questions. It wasn't just about Pokemon cards. We had somebody who said, hey, like, I make content, but it's for, like, I want to talk about real estate and things like that. So it was very interesting, all in all. And there was also, like, the talk of, like, you know, like, DPM, like the DPM channel has cameramen and editors and, you know, things like that. But you can also like add a little bit more to it, in a sense of, like, somebody like Alex has done so much with just his phone and a very, like, you know, and the old iPhone headphones as a microphone, you know. So it's like there's so much in it, and I kind of find myself somewhere in the middle of that, being doing both long form and short form. So answering those questions was really cool. Hearing what people's stories are and why they're making content, or what their goals are, was really cool. But it was humbling, that's for sure, because I never expected myself to be in a position like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm at that position now where my goal is to be on that part of the panel and of Card Party alongside you, Alex, and Pat, where I could talk about growth of a channel and expand on storytelling and how I moved and I learned from everything, because working with Pat and Dan, I have learned so much, and it's incredible. And I'm very happy for you that you were able to do that. But now let's get into the nitty gritty of the story of Trader TCG. So if you guys don't know, Card Party has two teams. It's red versus blue. We'll say red versus blue to make the example easy. It's red versus blue for every event. And Powder and I have been on the losing team since Generation 1. Since first edition in Anaheim, he and I have been on the same losing team every year. Along with Danny Phantom and with Marie. So the four of us have always lost repeatedly every single time, until we get to Seattle, where they finally break up the losing team, and Powder is the only loser to head over with Real Breaking Nate and Super Duper Danny, the only two who have been consistently undefeated at Card Party. So it's them for their undefeated streak to continue, and Powder, who potentially could have been the bad luck and why we kept losing. Friday night, we end Friday night. Ruby is in the lead. Saturday night, Sapphire is now in the lead, but not by much. Sunday night, Sapphire is still in the lead by about 150 points, maybe a little more than that. And we were doing math the whole time. Powder, how stressed were you knowing you could have been the bad luck charm on Sunday night?
It would have been bad. It would have been a terrible look. You know, I just like I said, I'm sitting here going like, so it's like, here's the thing. It's like, dude, I went from the person in the audience, you know, to, oh, hey, like, what's good, Nate? We're hanging out, Nate. We're hanging out, Danny. Like, I'm hanging out with these people. And all of a sudden they're like, they're going like, bro, you might be the reason that we're losing. You might be the reason we're losing. And I'm sitting here going, oh no, if I am the reason that Nate loses his streak, if Danny
and Super
loses
Duper
their
Danny
streak, Yeah, if Danny loses their streak, I will be so, and then seeing Gonzo, Marie, and Danny Phantom win and being like, "You're the reason." Oh man,
because you would have been the lone loser for Card Party. Well, yes and no, because there was new people who were feature creators and some who've never been to Card Party, also on Ruby. So they also might have been 0 and 1, but you were been the only one that's 0 and 4. Yeah, so it's a little different. Yeah, but
it would have been bad. Man. It would have been bad.
But with the games going on, we still take the lead, and we're winning by 45 points going into the final battle. The next pack is worth 50 points. Base set edition. Sapphire goes first to build the tension, of course. Yeah. We pull a holographic Chansey worth 50 points. So now, no points were given for that one because it's a pack battle. Whoever wins gets it. So we have holographic Chansey. You need to pull a non-holo, or I think Danny Phantom did the math, and there was like 7 cards that could beat the Chansey. And me and Marie were looking at each other like, there's the only way we can accept the loss is if a Charizard is pulled. And that is indeed what happened. A Charizard was pulled, and you popped off. I'm not gonna lie, the kids in the front row almost learned a new word from me. I was heated.
I was disgusted. I was obnoxious. I was obnoxious. I got into Gonzo's face. I got into Gonzo's face. I got into Marie's face. I said, I told you guys. I told you you will always be losers. I am a winner, and I got my win. Finally. So you're not the bad luck. It's either me, Danny, or Marie. Yeah,
and we don't know that. Yeah, we don't know the teams when we're put on, when the featured creators are put on teams. We don't get to pick what teams we're on like the audience members do. We're just randomly given a team, except for Nate and Marie. They are automatically split. So Danny and I are going to have to switch over at some point, if it happens, to find out if we're the bad luck or not. So I'm not, that's the only part of San Diego I'm not ready for yet, is if they do split the 3 of us up and and one of us goes over. Because I don't think I can handle being the bad luck right now. After all that trash,
there's 3 shows, man. If you end up somehow not winning at each of them, dude, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Dude,
I just cried.
That means you lost for 4 years. That means you would have lost for 4 years.
4 years. If I lost 7 in a row, but lost for 4 years. Yeah. I'm not ready for this mental fortitude that you're gonna have over me.
Because realistically, so the idea of the point system is like there are points given out via the trivia, via the games. There are points given out via so there is like knowledge based questions that get you points, which is great. You know, sometimes you do great or you don't. And then there's also a pack battle system. The problem with the pack battle system is it is completely and utterly a game of chance. Opening a Pokemon booster pack does not have a hit rate system to it. It just is a game of chance. I have opened ETBs and pulled nothing. I've opened booster boxes and pulled nothing. I've opened single packs and pulled the best hit in the world. I'm telling you that packs are a game of chance. And the idea is that Team Sapphire found their way into the lead via the game of chance. And when I tell you on the final day, it was not looking good for Team Ruby. It was not looking good for Team Ruby. The game of chance was not working out. And in the final moments, the dying embers. And this
is the pop.
You're watching this.
This is
the you're watching.
The kid doesn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do either. I think there was a shot that I don't know if it was from the hyper reel or from any of this, but there's a shot of powder just shaking me violently. But it was worth it. It was worth it. My friend won. I'm happy for my friend. But as a friend, I'm happy for him. But as a competitor, I'm salty. Like, it is bad. But this is the pop off. Everyone's excited. There, you just got to. There you are. The disappointment on my face was.
You look
real.
so disappointed. You look so sad. You look sad.
Danny and I are strategizing already for next year. But the content creators are not the only ones who can make points for your team. The audience and the spectators, you can all earn points for your team as well when you guys come up on stage and you're part of the games. But during the event itself, during the trade show hours, Beckett, who sponsored the last couple of pack battles, you could walk up to their booth, get a couple of packs for free, and you open up the packs there, and there's someone keeping track of how many points you get depending on the rarity of the card that you pull. And that was so much fun. Mackenzie Borden says, why is it always a Charizard? I have no idea. I know Generation 1 pulled the Charizard, and that was insane. And I think this year, I don't think there was a Charizard pulled.
Gen 2 there wasn't. Gen 2
there wasn't. I think in Orlando there was, but it wasn't for the last couple of points. Like, this is the first time Charizard was pulled for the actual win. Because even in Generation 1, the battle where it was Blastoise and then Charizard pulled, that was on Saturday. That wasn't Sunday. So that was just for points. That wasn't for like, oh my God, this is a make or break moment. Yeah. It was really fun, but man, what are you excited for?
It's the biggest possible hit that you can get from a base set booster box, you know, and it happens within the last moments of the show. Like that, like it's just going to be big. It's going to be the biggest thing. Everyone's going to lose their mind for it. So yeah,
and we did.
Yeah, we did. I mean, even at the end of the day, winners, losers, like, forget all that conversation. At the end of the day, the fact is,
the whole crowd popped off.
A kid who got to live a dream of pulling a card like that, like, you know, that so many people want to pull, because like it's a base set Charizard. I mean, say what you want about the lizard, whether you like him or not, to have that opportunity, which Card Party provides to a lot of people, is amazing. It's so cool. Some of these people haven't even, like, they don't even know, like when they walk by tables, they see vintage and they say, man, maybe one day, you know, maybe one day. So that opportunity was given to a couple of awesome members of the audience, and yeah, it was crazy.
Speaking of something awesome, we did trade or no trade again this year, where they do, it's kind of like a deal or no deal game, and every item that isn't selected and it gets eliminated from the game gets donated to Pencils of Promise. Is it Pencils of Promise or Pencils of Hope? I think it's Pencils of Promise.
I feel like it's Promise, because if it's not like some sort of, like, you know, if it's not Pop and it's Poe, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Poe. I'm a fan of Pop.
Yeah, I think it's Pencils of Promise or something like that. Forgive me if I mistake on it, but that charity was that's a charity Pat has worked with for years. They give underdeveloped countries. It's Pencils of Promise. Thank you, Dan. It helps build communities and schools in underdeveloped countries and areas around the world, where Pat has been a part of and helped build some of the schools firsthand. And that donation this time in Seattle, I believe the final number was a little more than $8,000 donated to charity. So the Pencils of Promise, thank you so much. Congratulations on that. And there's going to be so much more to do in San Diego, because that is the next one in 219 days. Powder, are you ready for San Diego?
I'm still tired. I'm still tired from the last one. I am still really tired. But no, I am ready, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for all card parties. I'm ready for everything. I'm ready to see all of you in all different types of places. It's you have to understand, Card Party expanding to 3 shows is really cool because there's a lot of people that can't make it out to, Florida or to Seattle, but they're able to drive to San Diego, they're able to drive to Dallas, they're able to, drive down from neighboring states and Florida or whatever, so it's like it gives the opportunity, and so it's not just San Diego, it's all of them. I'm excited for all of them.
Yes, I live in San Diego, as a lot of you know. I live here with Pat, Ian, and some of the other people that you've seen on Pat's channels. And I decided during this week that, you know what, I'm gonna drive to the Gaylord where it is being held at this year in San Diego with my wife and my kids. And oh my goodness, it is. I was talking to Pat and Dan while I was there, and Ian, and also I'm like, I'm building FOMO for myself just because I came here and I am going to the event. I'm going to be there. But it was a very beautiful resort, very it is very much a resort and a cruise kind of feeling, which Pat was talking about, because everything is there. And we just got rated by the one and only Deep Pocket Monster, Pat Flynn. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for Card Party. But I'm talking about the Gaylord right now. It is fantastic. You walk in and it looks like you just walked right outside again. And Card Party is definitely not at my house. Don't come to my house. Don't know.
Card Party at Gonzo's house, guys. It's been confirmed.
No, that's invite only. But when you walk inside the building, you walk into the four-way of the elevator, or not the doors, and then you walk through it, and you look, and it feels like you walked right back outside, because the lobby is such a huge space with a huge glass ceiling. There's multiple palm trees, full-size, full-grown palm trees inside of it. It is beautiful. It's fantastic. There really is no reason to leave the venue unless you want to go get some really good, authentic tacos from down the road. There's so much to do in driving distance, but there's so much to do at the Gaylord. They have an arcade there. They have a steakhouse, a sports bar restaurant. They have about 5 restaurants in the Gaylord. And I talked to some of the staff, and they highly recommended the steakhouse, which was a 10 out of 10, the sports bar, which they gave a 9 out of 10, and the regular restaurants were about an 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. And then the market itself is huge. It's massive. There's going to be so much to do at the Gaylord if you want to relax and go take a break outside of the venue. And the venue is massive. They let me walk around a little bit there, but because they had events already going on, I couldn't go inside to where we will be. And the FOMO is real, and I am going, and I want to share the pictures that I took, but I'm not stepping on anyone's toes for the Card Party team, because just like there was in the past, I'm sure there's going to be a new hype reel for San Diego, and I'm not going to ruin that for them, because I also want to see those. But Card Party at Powder's house, says Just Johnny.
No,
it's like walking distance from DM Pops. Yes, if you guys don't know, DM Pops is where Slim Rips is located, and it is about a 10-minute walk. Yes, Joshua Reed with the $5 says, can't wait for San Diego. It'll be my first Card Party. Already booked my room. Can't wait to meet everyone. Joshua, I can't wait to meet you. And yeah, that's right. You guys can already book your rooms for San Diego's Card Party. If you go to card.party, go to the San Diego page, go to the travel, and you can book your room already for the San Diego Gaylord. And I highly recommend you do purchase and book your rooms now, because they do fill up fast. And I want you to stay on site. It is fantastic. The trade nights are going to be insane. Truly insane. What, like, I want
mean, even
to share the pictures.
Even in terms of like accessibility, right? Like,
it's so accessible. Yeah.
Like being at like the hotel that is on the website, or very near very, very near the event, it really will make it easier for you as as an attendee, because guys, people are walking around, moving around. You might get tired. You might want to get a little rest in here and there. You know, there's so much to it. So, yeah, I mean, like if you can start booking those hotels, or create plans to start booking those hotels, start doing it. Was it Card Dot Party? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Card Dot Party to book your passes for the event in your hotel. Yeah.
Trust me, because I've done it. Like the first one I went to, I didn't stay at the main hotel. But the rest I did, and it really ups the experience when you stay at the main hotel. You know, it truly does. Yeah,
because I don't want to say there's some creators that are very hard there, but I'll admit I don't like to admit it, but it has to be said. It's hard to meet some of the creators in the venue hall at Card Party, and it's going to be Pat is one of them, because he's so busy during the event. He's making sure all the games are ready for you guys, but everything is getting down to the point where he's almost perfect to what he's doing, and he's able to get out to the floors now. But there's some creators where if you're staying at the hotel, that's probably going to be a good bet where that's where you can catch them, because they're not being bombarded by other people, because they're a little more nervous to interact with them at the hotel. I'm not saying if they're eating dinner, go interact with them, or if they're going to the bathroom, go interact with them. But if they're on the floor with everyone else trading, opening packs, tap them on the shoulder, say hello. They will be more than happy to say hello to you. And that's where a lot of you guys said you saw me. It was at the hotel, and that's where you said hello, because unfortunately I'm one of the people that's kind of hard to find, because I'm at the live stage. I'm helping them out. I'm doing what I need to do. But I'd love to meet you guys. So if I'm there at the hotel, come say hi. But please remember, just like every other card party, if they're eating food, if they're kind of power walking, go ahead, ask them if they have time to take a picture. But if we're rushing somewhere, please don't be upset that we're blowing you off, because we're not. We're on a time schedule. We're on a time crunch sometimes, and we need to get to another spot to make sure everything moves smoothly. Like Powder had to go from the live stream booth all the way to the main stage to make sure he was able to do what he had to do with Alex and Dan. We will give you the time you deserve, because you do deserve the time from us, because you guys gave your time like tonight. But at the same time, I do apologize if it felt like we were blowing you off, because I have heard that in the past. We're not doing it on purpose.
No, I mean, if I can just add on to that, I agree. There's in no way is it something that we did it because we don't want to talk to people. We just have, like, sometimes there's a get from point A to point B, and we're just in a rush. And especially like with Ecamm, I had to do a lot of like filming on the actual show floor. And once again, people were like walking up and saying hello, but like I couldn't. It is work, so I can't stand there and give you the time of day. But if you were to catch me at at the main hotel during trade night, I'd be happy to chat with you. So that's that wouldn't be an issue. And we spent a lot of time at trade night. We did a lot of cool stuff. If you were at trade night, you got to see me open a $3,000 booster pack. Like things like that were happening at trade night. So there's so much
one of your new arch enemies, Danny Phantom.
Yeah, Danny Phantom. What a guy. What a guy. Can I actually show a funny picture here? Can I show this picture? Here, hold on. This is
you pull it up and get ready. I want to read this comment from Charizard93. If Charizard93, how you doing, my friend? Again, sorry about your Sharpie, but if you guys don't recognize that name, maybe you do, because he was in one of Pat's videos recently for Hawaii PopCon. He helped out a lot. Pat trusted him with a lot of money, and he got that mission done. But so shout out to Charizard93. And your comment, I do want to talk about a little bit, because it's a fair criticism. To be honest, the hotel for Seattle was fancy, but not the best. It didn't have a microwave and no fridge. Small beds, kind of bad. P.S. Don't kill me, Pat. You found a smudge on the window too. I don't know if the hotel itself had different rooms for different people, but the room I had a mini fridge, and your fridge might, but they also had it set up very different from room to room. It did not have a microwave, so I will vouch that. The fridge might have been behind a cupboard on the entertainment system. So it's not always visible. You just had to move a cupboard and it was inside there. But I can say for a fact that the Gaylord for San Diego, I don't know if it has a mini fridge or a microwave. I will find that out soon for you guys, because I can message them. That does make sense. But the Gaylord is going to feel so much different inside the rooms. If you guys did a virtual tour on their website, you can always do that. But you got to remember, for hotels, it is going to change from venue to venue. I'm sorry you didn't have the greatest experience, Charizard, but hopefully in San Diego, Dallas, or Fort Lauderdale, you have a better experience with the hotel. And that's pretty, I don't want to say that's where it's going to end, because there's always going to be different hotels, different experiences. Because what I would say is, I wish they had a microwave in the room, because there was always leftover food from when we went out to eat, and I had a place to put it but nowhere to heat it up. So I agree with you, not having a microwave was kind of weird. Like the one in Orlando had a microwave, but they only had one for the entire floor of the hotel. So it was a little different. I probably forgot about the fridge, because we had our own small cooler. A microwave was for sure missing. Yeah, the microwave was missing for sure. Powder, were you able to get that picture up?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So there was a point where I had to go from point A to point B, and I knew I was going to get stopped, so I couldn't, look myself, right? Because I have the backwards hat. You see the face. You see the 5 o'clock shadow. You see the mustache. So I did this. I did. I put my hair in front of my face, and I walked down. Not a single person stopped me. So I just had to. It's not an avoidance. It's once again, I have to
necessity.
Go from point A to point B. Yeah, there's nothing I could do because I'm on a time constraint. So, but to anybody who sees people say, like, at the end of the day, if you were to come up to me and say hi and I am doing something, I would literally be very nice to you and be like, hey, I just got to do this. You can meet me at this point here or there, something like that. I'm not saying, I would never tell you no or be mean to you or tell you to leave me alone in any way. You're welcome to come say hello. A lot of the times, if I look like I'm busy, I'm just aloof and an idiot and probably thinking about Pokemon cards. So yes. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Dan is laughing at that photo, which Dan shouldn't be laughing at, because he shared a photo with me earlier today. Same vibe. I will send you the video, the photo later. It's Dan from high school. Mask would be helpful to prevent notice, says ManCan71. Can we get Car Party at Dan's? No. No, the only car parties you guys are going to get next year is San Diego, Dallas, and Fort Lauderdale. I did see a question about coming to the UK. I wish I had that answer for you, but I do not. I am not part of that decision process. But Pat has stated in the past, you can't rule out anything yet. So maybe one day. Amion says, Powder, when I see you, I'm just walking straight up to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, Amy, we're friends. Like, I would die. I understand,
yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, and because I saw somebody earlier say, like, hey, I just didn't want to bother some people. There were some. I don't think you should ever think that you're bothering anybody. I think it's okay for you to walk up to content creators and say hello, but you just have to have an idea of, like, oh, are they on the move? Are they not on the move? And I promise you, there's 99% of content creators would be very, like, very kind and be like, hey, listen, I'm just going to move from, I'm just doing this, I'm busy with this, and you can come meet me here or there. So that is
something like I always did too, is like, hey, if I didn't have time, like, oh, like, I can say hello, quick picture, but if you really want to talk to me, I have a meet and greet at this time. I'm going to be walking the floor from here after I'm done with the live stage. Like, I would give people, and not instructions, but what's the word I'm looking for? I guess kind of instructions of like where's the best spot to meet me next, so you can get that time that you deserve. Because you got, like I said, you guys do deserve that time.
I mean, meet and greet. Like I told people to come meet me at the meet and greet, and they did. People came to my meet and greet because I said, "Hey, I just can't talk right now. I'm on stage." You know, like literally, people were like we're on stage, so we're above people at the live. Like literally, we're 5 feet above, standing above 5 feet above people's shoulders, and they're like, "Hey, can you? Can I come see you? Can we chat?" And I'm like, "I can't at the moment because of work, but I have a meet and greet, and you can come by there."
Yeah. Big Al wants to know, can you guys talk a bit about the TCG events at Card Party? Of course we can. So in Orlando, we did a creator tournament that I was a part of. They gave us some building battles, and we participated in that. But besides that, Tabletop Village also sponsors of Card Party and of the playing area. They taught people how to play the game, and they hand out prizes, and there was little tournaments throughout the weekend. So shout out to Tabletop Village. I hope they come to San Diego and do the same thing again. But not only did they talk about it, they host so many events at their store in Seattle, where they have some great competitors, like the North American International Champion from 2025. She is there, and so is her little brother. They were able to come up on the live stage, and they talked to Danny Fanta about the TCG side of the hobby, and it was such a cool experience. I'm glad I was able to sit there and listen in on it, because the kids really are the future. Like when we talk about kids are the future, they're the future of a lot of things, and they are the future of Pokemon. Like a lot of people right now on the collecting side and the flipping and investing side, there's a huge argument right now of saying Pokemon's not for kids, and I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Pokemon is for kids, because without the support from children, once we grow older, the competition side, what's going to happen? They're not going to make more cards for collectors. They want to make the games and cards for players. So I'm glad to see that the kids are out here playing the game, loving it, and growing the hobby on the TCG and video game side. Were you able to talk to the Ono family at all while they were there, Powder?
I did. I didn't get to talk to them. I was around them, but if I'm not mistaken, the champion, the final was actually between both the brother and the sister.
Yeah.
So
yes, it was.
How awesome, how crazy is that? You know, like they spend so much time working hard to reach this this mountain peak, and they get there, and it's a brother and sister who are facing each other, and then one wins, one loses, but they were at Card Party together. Like that's what it's all about. And there was areas in the second room in the back where like you could sit down and learn the game. There were people teaching you how to play the game, so if you wanted to learn, you could learn. It's very possible for you guys to go to Card Party as a player and still enjoy yourself. You don't have to feel like it was just a collectibles venture type thing. It really is a one size shoe type situation.
And I know how much of a fan you are about card artwork and looking at the cards for a common and uncommon because of the artwork. And this is why I love, because we gave Annabelle and Kenji, the two siblings from the Ono family that were there playing the game and talking about it, we gave them packs of cards to open as well. And watching them it's kind of like, it made me realize when I was a kid opening to make decks out of. Even now when I'm building decks for fun, right now I'm just opening cards to open cards sometimes, but when I'm building decks later, I'm like, okay, let me sit down and read it. When Annabelle and Kenji were opening up cards on the live stage, they had so much enthusiasm and so much excitement for a common or an uncommon or even an item card that a lot of people don't realize is actually cool, or like how strong it is in the TCG. So watching them open those cards was really fun and awesome to see, especially like when Kenji pulled an air balloon, a full art air balloon, and I know a lot of people, like even some people in chat, they're like, "Who cares? It's just an air balloon. It's not worth a whole lot of money." But to Kenji, who's a competitive player, loves that card because he could use it in his deck. What people would call a bling deck, where it's full arts, it's art rares, it's alternate arts, it's secret art. It's all the fancy cards. He loves it because he could replace a common looking card, so he knows how strong and valuable that card actually is. And it was just amazing to see like cards that most people are like, it's bulk. They're like, no, this is what we need. This is what we're going for. It was very, very awesome to see. And are you going to compete in San Diego if they continue to do these tournaments?
Me? Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I suck. I suck. I'll do like the creator stuff. If we did like a creator only thing, then maybe like that. Like I was so I didn't get to participate in the was it Orlando?
Orlando,
yeah. I didn't get to participate in Orlando with it was like the creator build and battle kit one. I didn't get to do that one, but that was because I just had got there and everybody was like still starting up, and I was kind of like settling down. But I like something like that is a lot of fun to me. I think like build and battle, like pre-release tournaments are awesome.
You can even battle the creators at the this is another reason why you should stay at the hotel. Danny Fantup and I played some fans and attendees on Friday night and a little bit on Sunday night, so you guys can play against us. And I won one time. Like I'm running a Zacian deck right now. I love playing the game still. But I'm terrible at deck building, and I hate Charizard so much. I refuse to play that deck, even though I know how good it is. I don't actually hate Charizard. It's all for the character, but I still don't want to play it. I'd much rather have play with Pokemon that are my favorite. I really like Zacian. I like the electric Pokemon, so I have an Iono deck I'm playing with right now too. It's so fun to play against you guys and against other creators. I have a few made, so if you want to borrow some in San Diego, I'll let you borrow some.
Yeah, I mean at the hotel there was like it was like the those back elevators. There was like literally a couple tables, and Tabletop
That's
Village.
where we were playing.
Yeah, Tabletop Village were there, and they were like, "Hey, if you guys want to play, like by all means." I saw Danny P stood there. Sat there and played some games. That guy sat there and played.
He's so good. He's so good. It's disgusting. You shouldn't be that handsome and that good at Pokemon cards.
Yeah, and this is one of the best content creators in the business. His content is oftentimes is often about the knowledge about Pokemon cards, like what's being printed, what's not being printed, rates, hit rates, and things like that. All this information where you think, oh, this content is a lot about the collecting aspect, but at the same time, he is a huge player that really cares about playing the game and the state of the game and helping players. People learn and become players. So it's so interesting, and Danny is a great person. He sat there and played for hours with people, and this was after the con. The con is done. This is in the hotel lobby where he was doing this.
Yep.
So yeah.
Jamie says there was even pre-made decks for new learners. So yeah, Big Al, if you're still in chat, I saw your question. I think I kind of answered it. If Tabletop Village returns, they will probably be sponsoring that again. I can't say for certain who's going to be there, what's going to happen. It's still too early in the game for San Diego. But more than likely, there will be some kind of area for people to play the game. I don't know if there's anyone going to be there to learn, but there will be a tournament there. There's been one since Generation 1, and I don't see it going away anytime soon. But make sure the bell is on this YouTube channel, so when we go live or we talk about updates for the cities, you'll be updated. And I know that's going to be information that a lot of people are looking for. So there's so much going on with this year and next year. And Powder, what are some highlights or something we didn't touch on that you want to talk about from Seattle?
what did I not like? What did we not touch on? Oh, dude, the sheer amount of vendors that were there was crazy.
Oh
and
my
this is
God, I
two
think it was like
rooms.
800.
Yeah, like I was like overwhelmed because there would be points like you could, for example, like I could go to like you could walk in and see only half of what you see and be like, oh, this is a good card show, like
And
this is a
then
good
you turn
card
the
show.
corner and there's another one.
And then there's like, yeah, and then you turn the corner and there's more tables, and then you go to this other room and there's more tables there. It was sick. It was just the vendors were, and there were good vendors there. There were cool vendors that I've seen my entire time in this hobby of going to card shows and stuff like that. There that stuff, and then your big vendors like Pokemon Network, Ken Lee and Pokemon Network. Your small vendors. Some people were smaller vendors, and they might just be starting out vending or something like that, but they were there. So there was so much. What should we bring? Johnny asks. I think you should always bring to Card Party sleeves,
Hand sanitizer,
sleeves,
deodorant.
Bring deodorant. Maybe cologne. What else? Probably an extra change of underwear. And
I didn't bring the underwear for Tampa. Maybe that's why it was so bad. But yeah, sleeves, top loaders, semi-rigid sleeves. A binder, of course. You want to make your trade binder. You want to do trades. You could always buy a Card Party binder while you're there. Who knows what, you might even get one for free just by walking by the booth. We gave some of these out at the live stage booth when we had nothing going on. We popped our heads out of the corner. We just handed these out to some people.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, somebody said
Sharpies.
Cash is also good. Yeah. Oh yeah, Sharpies. Please bring Sharpies. Definitely bring Sharpies. Because at the end of the day, like, I'll have a Sharpie on me, but there's no guarantee I'll have a Sharpie on me.
Yeah. The binders had their regular Vault-X binders. The Card Party is imprinted on it, but this is why we were saying like the Sharpies lose its fine tip, because it's not smooth surface. It's that rigid feeling you get on it. So this is why Sharpies are such a hot commodity, because we're signing these left and right. Yeah. Bring a backpack. I just dropped some stuff.
Also,
bring a backpack.
Real quickly, before you go, right? The day before, maybe, like, I don't know how fast you guys pack, but check the weather. Check to see what the weather's like.
I wore nothing but shorts that weekend.
Yeah, like there
cold.
were days where it was like, oh, this is a shorts type of day, and then there were days where this was like, okay, this was a sweater weather kind of day. So you have to know, you got to know these things and just keep that in mind. Understand where you're going, what the weather's like in that city, that state, that area. So
I got good news for you guys. This is I'm a psychic type, right? I'm psychic type. For Memorial Day weekend, which is Card Party San Diego, I can guarantee it's flip flops and shorts weather in San Diego. Just a hunch.
Okay.
Yeah, Pacific North weather is the best. Yeah. Well, but what else should we bring? What else are people bringing? We said Sharpies, sleeves, decks if they want to play.
Yeah.
Backpacks. Ooh, what else are they bringing?
Bring your trade binder. People did trade. There was trading going on around there. Bring some cash. Like, if you're going to purchase stuff, cash is always great. And you never know. You never know, like, what the state of the internet is going to be within that space. It's sometimes, like, you have to understand. There's so many people trying to get on the internet. So it's good that, like, you have to keep that in mind.
Fruit snacks is a good one. You could bring a water bottle. There's water fountains and everything all over the place, so there is a spot to refill them. Yeah. So water bottles are definitely useful. there's spots where you could get water out on the floor, but it also depends on the venue if they allow that kind of stuff. Man, there's so much that you could bring: good shoes, good socks, deodorant, hand sanitizer, a good attitude. That's for sure, because it does get busy, it does get crowded in some areas because some vendors just have better deals than others, so people are going to naturally want to go to where everyone else is. And I can't stress this enough, because I've said it the last couple of countdown streams and I heard it again. Please, I understand that this is an event brought to us by Pat Flynn, one of the kindest people in the community, who's known for giving away very extravagant things on stage and on live streams. And just if you happen to see him, sometimes, the key word is sometimes, he'll give you a nice card to say thank you. But please don't go expecting to get those extravagant items for free or from any of the creators just because we're creators for Card Party. Some of us don't make the same amount of money as others, and we're struggling ourselves to get Pokemon cards because the target gets hit very hard. So come with a good attitude and don't come with the expectation of you're going to Card Party, so you're going to get something amazing for free. Unfortunately, not everyone walks away with a free booster box or ETB of Prismatic. So come with a good attitude and just come ready to have fun. Munch and Soar says, I went to Warped Tour in Long Beach, 80,000 people, so cell service was shoddy at best, so have a game plan. Yeah, and it's the same thing for these events. When a bunch of people are in one area, especially inside of a building, cell service doesn't always want to work the best. So bring cash, it's always great. I got creator tips worth much more, says Sintha. Yeah. Knee braces if you need it. Bring packs for kids. Electric fan has saved me many times in cons, says Mancan. Yeah, there's power banks for your phone is something you can bring. But we want to hear from you guys. If you guys were at Card Party, tell us your favorite experience and we will share them with you guys. Powder, I'm gonna swing it back to you. What is your favorite experience from Card Party Seattle that you would like to see return to San Diego?
Okay, well, I guess for me personally, this is gonna sound a little selfish, but I'm not gonna be selfish about it. I'm gonna be selfless, right? I think the meet and greets are awesome. I do think the meet and greets are awesome because, like we said, like the creators are very busy. They're running from point A to point B. They're going places. So having a place where you can go meet your favorite content creators is really, really, it's cool. That's great. And I think something like that should always be available because the creators can't do what we do without you guys. You, the supporters, are the biggest aspect to all the content that we create. We can't just do stuff without your support. So, like, I think meet and greets it's great. Meet and greets are great. And also, I thought it was like really cool to see like on day 2 where they did like the creators plus audience members. I thought that was a lot of fun.
I would love to see that more.
Yeah, I would love to see more of that. Like maybe spread the creators out with the audience members a little bit more in general, because like some people want to be on stage with the people that they've seen on their TVs or on their computers or iPhones, things like that. Yeah.
I agree with that, and I think it needs to be the right games, because I will play devil's advocate a little bit because I feel like their expectations need to be set. And it's not a bad thing, because a lot of the people that come up are kids and they don't have the best dexterity to open packs, so that's why it takes longer. And they don't have the expansive knowledge as you and I, who've been in the hobby for decades. So it depends on the game, because a lot of the people who come up are kids, and we've already gotten the comments of like the game shows or the main stage shows are still going a little too long, especially in areas like Seattle where everything closed at like 7 p.m. to get food and dinner.
I didn't understand that. What was that? Why is Seattle closing by 7 p.m.?
Yeah, I don't know.
Living in New York City has totally ruined my...
Yeah, San Diego's the same way. Like, I can get food at 3 in the morning.
and not a single. I will never complain. It could be 4 in the morning. I could get food. The point, like, I don't know why these cities just close down 7 p.m. But yeah.
Exactly. But I agree with your statement, because I also would love to be on stage with you guys and play some games. But to play devil's advocate, to make sure the main stage goes smoothly and doesn't overrun, we can't do every single game with it. But there is, because I voiced the same opinion to Pat, because I thought that was really cool. But after, that's why we brainstorm and we talk. He did point out, like, sometimes it's just easier to make it happen with the people that we know can make things go a little quicker. And I'm not trying to blame the kids or the people who haven't been in the hobby as long as us. We're just saying, in general, we're trying to keep it within a certain time frame, because the venue also, per the contract that they have with Card Party and the venue, they also need us out at a certain time. So I don't want to burst anyone's bubble. I'm just saying, it's still going to happen, but who knows how often it does.
Please listen to staff when staff tells you to leave.
Oh my God.
Like, they're not doing it to, kick you out of here. They're doing it because there are rules and regulations that we have to stick by. And if you want Card Party to continue happening, these type of rules and regulations need to be heard, to be listened to. And then you can, like, listen, at the end of the main show, everybody wants to stand there and meet Pat. Of course, I get it. Alex is there. Nate's there. All these awesome people are there. But you have to listen to the rules, guys. There are rules. There are things that you have to do. When the lights, like if it says the vendor hall closes at 6 p.m., you got to be out of there. You got to get out of there before then. Because, they give us cushion time. Yeah.
Because if we disrespect the venue hall and the venue staff, if we want to go back to that city, guess what? We're not going back to that city, because that venue said, no, you guys disrespected us. We don't want you back here. And we'll either have to, if we do go back to that city, we might have to go somewhere further out or somewhere smaller that we don't want to be at. So if you love the Gaylord, if you love the Seattle Convention Center, treat the staff members the same way you would treat the creators. As a matter of fact, treat everybody the same way you want to treat the creators, or how you want to be treated. You know that golden rule you were taught growing up? But if you do see someone being disrespected, a vendor to an attendee, a creator to creator, please let someone from the Card Party staff know, so we could talk to them, or they could talk to them, let them know, like, hey, you're doing this, it's being seen, we don't like it. So because we want to make sure you all are feeling safe, and you are all feeling respected, just how we want to feel safe and how we are feeling respected. But now we're going to go into the chat, because you guys did talk about what your favorite experiences were. And Jamie said, meeting all the creators and vendors. Javi says, hanging out with Powder and Gonzo. Javi, it was very nice to hang out with you again. ETG says, meeting so many friends, traded numbers with a few of them. Bulk Alley and the Crane Machine from Voltex was very fun. Banana says, my favorite experience, Pat made a dream come true, and I got to propose to my girlfriend Katie on the main stage Saturday night. Huge shout out and thanks to Pat and the Card Party team. Banana, congratulations. Excuse me, I got a burp. Banana, congratulations to you and your fiance Katie. That was truly a great experience, and that is the second proposal to happen at a Card Party. And who knows, maybe a wedding is in the future for one of them. Who knows? I don't know nothing. I'm just here as a pretty face and to host everything with you guys. Jamie says, spending time with my 37-year-old son who has been ripping packs since the 90s. That's me. I'm not your son. I'm just saying I'm a 37-year-old who's been ripping since the 90s. Johnny's going to bring me a Happy Meal. Yeah, it was a tough first night for dinner, says Fam Guy. Yeah, and it was, and a lot of people left the venue early before the shows were even over so they can get dinner. And I don't blame them. It was hard. Even people who ordered food from DoorDash at like midnight didn't get their food until like 1:30 in the morning. So I get it. I love the Family Feud game from Tampa, says Amion. Pack Pool says, being able to see many creators I watch, being able to meet Pat again for since September 5th. Jamie says, I sat with the same group of people for the games, and I was able to buy a 7-year-old a Rayquaza for his binder. That kid was great. Oh, that's awesome. You guys were able to do all that stuff. Maybe start evening shows earlier, says Cynthia. That, I don't know how much that's been talked about, but I think the times of 6 to 7 is a good time. It's going to be dependent on the city. And I think that like that hurdle that we felt in Seattle of like, hey, everything closes at 6 or 7, that is something that we're going to have to research a little more. Not we, but the teams who go out to be like, hey, like if you guys are, I don't know how it works exactly. I'm not, like I said, I'm not part of that team, but if they're staying in the cities, they're researching to see where we can go, put on a Yelp or Google review and see what restaurants are open at certain times. But yeah, making the main shows early means closing the venue hall early, and we don't want to do that to the vendors because the vendors have to pay money to vend there as well, so we want to make sure they get the time to make their money back. But that is a good point. Maybe we can start talking about that or see what we can do to make sure the people can get fed. Is this wedding going to be in the record books? I don't know what that means.
Most
congrats, Banana.
At a wedding.
Oh, most booster packs up and at a wedding. Yeah. I don't think world records are going to continue to happen because of how I've been told the numbers of how much it is just to get the Guinness people there. I agree with Pat. It's much more worth the money to expand and make Card Party bigger and more fun for you guys. Because it's not just getting Guinness out there, it's also getting all the packs, getting all the special binder, like for Generation 2, paying the people that need to help it. It's much worth the money to make it bigger for everyone. Congrats, Banana, Family Feud, DPM raid. Well, you're a little late on that one, Adventure, but thank you. Love seeing everyone again, as always, says Diz. Texas has a 24-hour Whataburger. Yeah, at least they're 24 hours. I think the shows were fine, but it definitely hard to get food as the city closes so early. Yes. Yeah, exactly. But Powder, thank you so much for coming on to this post show where we talked about Seattle, the highlights, our favorite points of the weekend. And don't forget, guys, San Diego is 219 days away. You can meet me and Powder there, and of course, you can meet Deep Pocket Monster while you're there. What is something that you have to do while in San Diego? Not at Card Party, just in San Diego, Powder. What's something you have to do while here?
Oh, dude, get tacos with you. You told me you knew where to get the best tacos.
Well, I'm taking you on what I'm calling the taco tour. I'm going to take you. Yeah. I'm gonna rent a car because I don't want people to find out my personal vehicle number. I'm gonna rent a car. I'm gonna probably rent like one of those big 18 passenger vans, and I'm gonna take a bunch of people because I got so excited. I told everyone about this, and I'm gonna drive you guys all the way to the border of San Diego and Mexico. Don't worry, we're not gonna cross it. There's just a lot of good food there. We're gonna go there, and then we're gonna make our way up north to, and and on the way, I'm gonna show you where we go for the local spots for like some DPM videos, and show you some card shops that are amazing. So we're going on the taco tour 2026, baby. I'm gonna make a shirt, tacos, man. We're not going to Rubio's. Because I know someone's going to say Rubio's in the chat. We're not going to Rubio's for fish tacos. We're going to Cerritos. We're going to Alberto's. We're going to any place that ends in O's for tacos. Okay? We're getting. Have you ever had a horchata?
Yeah.
Oh man. What about a tamarindo?
No.
Oh, that's cool. Jamaica.
I don't know what that is.
Jamaica is kind of like a tea because it's made with flowers. It's made of from the flower petals. Tamarindo is made from a seed. Yes. Oh, you're good. Okay. It's Are you kind of, when you work out, are you that like, it's bulk season for me?
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, it's all
good.
Protein.
San Diego's your bulk season because you're eating nothing but tacos.
Okay. All right. Cool. We'll do it. We'll do it.
And then when I eventually get myself out there to
Dude,
where you are,
I
pizza.
I went to this one place though. I introduced it to DPM. Right. I
Mhm.
was like, yo, Pat, it was at Worlds, Pokemon Worlds. I'm like, dude, this place called Puesto. It's really, really good, Pat. I took him there
I
and
think
he fell
was
in love
telling us
with it.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
It wasn't.
he told you about
It was
Puesto,
it Italian or something? No.
it was like it was like
A taco place,
upper
right?
yeah, taco place. Like it's like you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like,
no, Dan was telling
yeah.
me about it.
Dan,
oh,
because I took them to Puesto and they were like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
this is crazy. So yeah,
Yeah.
if he talks about Puesto, it's me, man. It's me. Trust me.
Ooh, I don't know if there is one in San Diego, but I'll take you to it just for you.
Yeah.
Just
No,
me and
it
you.
was so good.
We'll leave Scoot at
Yeah.
home. We'll leave him to watch the babies. But again, thank you everybody for tuning into the Card Party post show for Seattle. I can't wait to meet you all in San Diego. I already have FOMO and I'm going to it. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you, Ecamm, Tabletop Village, Collector, Beckett, all the sponsors from Card Party Seattle. I hope you guys are all coming back as well, Voltex included, because without Voltex, there wouldn't be a lot of DPM binders or Card Party binders for us to have good binder behavior. Until next time, guys, my name is Gonzo. That was Powder. Until next time, please don't forget, collect how you want to collect. Peace.